Yeah, I've been wondering that.
Obviously, it had to be much better, weather conditions in the past, at certain point in the past, which for some reason changed. But I don't think they were crazy, to choose a place like this. It's not easy to live at present time. We have shortage of water in town. There is water below surface, so companies get the water, treated with fluoride, and it's distributed by means of pipe. But we have shortage, so it's in the morning a couple of hours, in the afternoon, it's what you call rationated. But most of business, like hotels, get a well. It's not easy to make them. It's 10, 15 or so, sometimes 15 meters deep. It has to be revested with cement, more or less like a meter wide, right? With the stairs all the way down. And it's set up an engine to pump out water to a reservoir. Some people make it like a swimming pool below surface. So the water from the well goes to this reservoir, and then it's also set up an engine to pump out to an aerial tank. So they have water supply, the whole year round without paying for this water. It's free. But since the population is increasing, the town hall is regulating this thing. So whenever you buy a piece of land and build a house, in order to make up a well, you got to get a permission from the town hall. They can allow you or cannot to make up a well. Because
How many people live in Nasca?
right now it's 60,000, but increasing. We had 5 years ago copper and also gold, gold fever. And, but it was banned because artists and miners were using copper mercury, polluting. This is terrible, it's poison. So these guys either did not pay tax, and they were supposed to be artists and miners, not that rich, but they show up with nice trucks, So the government put its eyes in those guys, and they wanted to put them on a list to pay tax, but they didn't want. So they make up a strike, put on the highway barricades, stopping the traffic. But finally the government banned this activity. So, but we have plenty of mineral resources in the area. So explaining this just to make the others come. Already? All complete? The whole group?
Is Amelia here? Yeah.
Yeah?
No, no,
Okay, so I was saying that there are two reasons why it does not rain down here. One is the presence of the Andes, okay? The Andes that start at the southmost part of Chile and Argentina at the, what's it called, Cape Horn, They start there and run 7,500 kilometers along the west coast, and disappears in the Sea of the Antilles in Venezuela there. But Peru is located where this range of mountains, enters the tropics. So it is created fantastic in between these hills, fantastic valleys, very fertile. And in the eastern part is the humid tropical, forest, where it rains a lot, So stream of water comes up, but because this range of mountains is so high, it doesn't reach over, and it stops from watering, the west coast, okay? So from refreshing, the west coast. That is one reason. And the other is the presence of the Humboldt current, which is a current of cold water that runs parallel to our coast, okay? Waters that emerge from very deep down, 200-300 meters onto the surface, is cold, okay? And it's full of nitrite and hydrite, good for producing life, okay? And it's produced the so-called plankton, which is a mix of phytoplankton and zooplankton, microorganisms, okay, that the fishes eat, okay? And that is why our sea is so rich, You who has been to Paracas, this island, what's it called? Where the plenty of Paracas, what's it called? Ballestas Island, Plenty of seabirds and sea fauna, okay? due to the richness of the sea. Okay, but we are something like 14 degrees latitude south from the equatorial line. It should be. This is a semi-tropical weather. It should rain a lot in here. But because of the presence of the Humboldt current, behave weather as it is. Okay, it doesn't rain. But deep down, far away into the sea, after this stripe of cold water, behaves weather as it is. It rains a lot, a stream of water comes up, and the wind blows it over to the coast. As it passes over the Humboldt current, condenses. Okay, this is stream of water, and what we have all along the coast is just a mist. But rain does not occur, and that is why it's so hot in here and it does not rain. But as I said, why my ancestors choose a place like this to live in? Were they crazy? They weren't. Weather conditions was different, is believed in the past. So that's why they came here, settled in this territory, but weather conditions changed for some reason. So became like this, terribly dry. And as they were born in here, many generations, they did not want to move away from here. So they wanted to remain in here, and that is why they tamed nature, and they were able to stay in this territory. But unfortunately, cultures cannot live forever, die away for different reasons, epidemics, wars, or weather conditions. It happens with the Nasca culture, disappear, but left behind many archaeological residue that tell us that these people indeed existed. The name, who knows if indeed was Nasca culture, because unfortunately these people did not leave written record of what happened. Okay, so it is hard to get to know if the name of this culture was indeed Nasca or not. It was Max Uhl, a German archaeologist, who discovered this culture in 1901. He found in cemeteries ceramic and first he found in the black market, ceramic and textile, with a beauty they had never seen before. He was wondering where these things came from, these things. So he came, inquired people, and he was told that it came from this territory, from Nasca. So he came down here, started making excavations, and found cemeteries with the same